Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, it's your boy EFX-SNIPERS. Today I just want to give you a full breakdown of the price action on Nasdaq. What I was looking on Nasdaq on Friday. There is trade that I took and there is trade that I miss because I was more focusing on my gold because I trade more gold and the USA 30. So Nasdaq was something that I was looking because I saw the price was a bit nice. Then I say, okay, let me scalp this. And for people that are in the public group, they know I did share what do you call I did share what is going to happen in Nasdaq, and I was also explaining to them what they are going to expect in case that um, markets doesn't respect a certain area. So this is what I was looking. I think I have to, because today I did not want to, how can I say it, to share my Telegram group because there is nothing that I can prove to anyone that I take this trade or I didn't take this trade. Because the only thing that I always say is I apply the honest on everything that I'm doing. I just don't want to come and give you guys, let's say, selling you dreams that doesn't work, guys. So everything that I'm sharing and everything that I'm telling you guys is because I do practice them. I do understand how they are playing. So this was what do you call? This was the Nasdaq for that day. The way I've been looking at it, the way I was seeing it, the way it was playing. As you can check, I was even talking and making funny and telling people
I'm joking, guys.
what is going to
All I'm
happen.
doing
You
is just
see,
understanding what
those
in
kind
the
of stuff.
market.
So I did share a lot of them. Even this one, I shared. I think was a bit late. Then yeah, so it is what it is, guys. Like if you are in the public group, you know what I mean by whole this video because I did share to you guys and I told you this is what I'm expecting, this is what I want. So I want us to study about this candlestick, how we could be able to get the entry and those continuation. I took almost like 4 entries because I scalp with a big lot. I did not hold the whole movement because like as I told you, I shift my focus on another thing. So what we are going to do is we're gonna remove this candlestick of Friday. Let's say this is Friday, the way Friday open, and we are sitting on M15. This is how we are sitting on M15 because here there is a lot of trade that someone could take according to my way of trading. So in case where markets open, because I need to see like my fall process every single day because today I'm giving you guys my fall process of what I do every single day. So the first things that I have to do in the morning when I wake up, I have to look for where the Asian range, let's say the Asian range, maybe is already play or not yet. It depends on what time I wake up, or maybe it's happened before I'm sitting because sometimes I can be sitting trying to backtest and see how the Asian range is forming. Let's say this is my Asian range, the box of my Asian range. Then the only thing that I need to look now is I need to identify all the zone possible that I feel like maybe this zone they're going to hold the trades for my day. Or what maybe we can do, let us wait like in really time the way I trade, where I see the Asian range is forming. So after the Asian range finish, then I know what is going to happen next. Okay, let's say the Asian range happen like this. This is the Asian range. So the only thing that I have to do and look where market has to go. What is that I have to look in the market? Let's say I want to check a trade. So the first things that I did from that day, my first focus was, let's say if market can get here. This is what I was looking at. I was looking at this thing to say, okay, market has to come and carry here. Then at the end of the day, I end up realizing something. I think I was on like M30 somewhere there. I end up realizing, okay, there is this area. You see this zone here, where markets, because this is all this zone, it's a zone where we have orders. So if market likely to go, market has first to come and mitigate this area. We can go even to H1. You're gonna see the zone the way the zone is. So you can see this is a rally. We have a base, then a market rally. But market, check the way market was coming and manipulate this area. So this is going to be the level that I'm going to look at. And at the same time, there was another zone that I did mark, was this area. That is going to be as my zone, where I'm going to do what? To focus on the entry. And if you want to know about these things, about the basic, go watch on my other YouTube, Get Sonke, because there is a video that I record for this topic where I explain how I trade this basic. So when I see these things, I think I went to M45. When I went to M45, then I could see inside that zone, we have this candlestick. This is why I end up refining. And what makes this zone become more valid for me was when I shift to M30, I end up understanding there was something that I was looking at. I said to myself, okay, market on this zone, it ran liquidity. Like I've already explained to you guys so many times how I take my trade. So I have to see market do something like this, break this one, push up, take out this one. Then if we run this liquidity and we break structure, so I'm going to focus when market come here and take it over. Either market is going to create what we call an inducement, then we run it, then we take over. So this is what I'm going to look when market get there. So at the same time, I saw these things happen already. Then I said to myself, you know what? Okay, this zone is going to be the most important zone. If I'm taking a sell position here, that was my target. If I take a sell position here, my target has to be here. And at the same time, when I go to M15, I could see in all this zone, there was this area. You see this area, the way to start from here. We can even reduce all of it. Let me just delete and make a new zone. Because I know why market has to come and fill this area. Not because we have this hidden base, like hidden base, whatever they call it. Market has to come just and fill that. We still have a lot of what we need to look at. Then what do you see again? You see this candlestick here. You see this one. So there was I was looking at the edge midline to know where market is going to do it. Market is going to hold somewhere here. I think I was also again on M5 and try to see where market is going to hold exactly. I even make funny on the group like, okay, why do you guys not try to get that and try to backtest? You see those kind of stuff. And it was around 2 a.m. So you can see 2 a.m. I think M15 somewhere there. Then market end up getting, yeah, this is the one. Market end up getting this side and react to this one. Then we push to the upside. The only thing that you have been waiting, you see here how market react from this one. So if you see something like this, how do you take your trade now? Because most of the time what I saw was, I think this time now I was on M3 if I'm not mistaken. I was on M3 for me to be able to catch the movement. And this is what I was saying on M3. If market, if you remember from the video, if market come here, then we're going to come in and buy from here. This is what happened. And we bought from here going to the upside. So from there, what I saw again, what was next was, okay, market is already get on the level that I wanted to do it. I wanted to sell, but I did not take the full sell from here because I was already busy with other stuff. So now from here, maybe what we can do, let's say you still don't understand how you're going to take the trade. So this is what maybe sometimes you need to wait for. Oh, why is going slow? You see? Okay, so let's say in this case, you can say, I want to focus on this area and try to see if market is gonna get there. Guys, I don't know why it's going slow. Do you see what happened, guys? Exactly where I was saying market is gonna do it, is gonna come and sell. Then market sold from here. Why did I make that zone to be as my zone where market is gonna sell? Because I did it with you guys and check the way market was playing inside this zone. For someone who doesn't have patience for him to wait, the person is gonna take maybe let's say a sell from here, because it's gonna say no, market get here and already here is gonna be my zone. Let me just take that one. No, when I saw that zone on top, then I understand this is where market is gonna come and fill. Why? Because this candlestick was the one caused this high to be taken, then market break it to the downside. Because market did not respect this zone. If we look like this, market did not respect this zone from here. Then, so when market is coming, the only thing that I normally wait for is, it's so simple, guys. It creates that manipulation and we break structure. So this one is become more valid. All these for me, they are liquidity. Market has to come and take them out. This is what happened here, as you can check. So I'm showing you guys what work and how I normally keep my patience for me to be able to catch the movement. Like every time when I share the trades, I just share something that I understand and I know what is happening. And if you can check here, what happened, this is the things that you need to pay attention. Remember, this first entry was Frankfurt. If you watch on that video that I said, this was Frankfurt. And you see, this was almost close to London kill zone close. Market is already get out of that 3 hours, because this one, 3:30, almost 3:30, because check when London open, market push to the upside, then it's come down. Normally I do trade, and then when I take my trade on on London, I like to see 3:30 because I'm using the UTC -4 as Michael. So this is what I normally wait for, to see what is going to happen. Then I'll take my trade. And I remember I take a trade here because I was even taking with one guy. He was asking me, why were you busy buying? Because when you know market's supposed to sell. I told him, no, I was scalping. I scalp this buy, market come again. I scalp again this buy. Then I end up stopping trading because I was waiting for half past 8 to see if market is gonna come back to my zone. Then I don't know why I end up missing, because I was just busy focusing on gold because I wanted to catch gold. Then markets come all the way to the downside. I believe I took another buy from here. This was like a quick buy. I scalp a buy somewhere until this zone, then the market end up dropping. Remember, I told you guys where there is the target. So the first target, let's say if we are taking a trade from here, we know already where is going to be our first target. The first target has to be, market has to come and take out this previous day low. This is what we need to focus on, and this is what we need to look. I'm gonna try to make this video short, guys, not to make it that long. So this is gonna be the place where I'm going to look for me to be able to do it, to catch my, let's say, the target. If I was selling, because I did not take this sell, if I was selling from here, this is supposed to be my target, the previous day low, because I know market is already mitigate a certain area where there was the order and they didn't break the level to go to the upside. So the target is gonna be for them to take out this low. At the same time, I have again this big zone, the one that is here down. So I'm just gonna play it fast. Let me just first refine this zone here. So since I have this zone, what do you see inside this zone? Inside this zone, I see this candlestick. This is what I see. I see this candlestick was still fresh. Nothing mitigate this candlestick. So this candlestick is gonna be my focus if market is gonna come here, because I saw these things. You see. So if you don't want to use this candlestick, what are you gonna do? You look for the candlestick that creates all this manipulation. This is the one. Market create this one. You see this one here. Then this candlestick trades inside. So this one down, they already mitigate. Where is the candlestick that still have more power to all the trades? Is this one. That is the one still have more power to all the trades. And this is what you're gonna look for, because the target is for them to take out this low, and I want to see if market is gonna come here and buy. It's either you're gonna take a snipe entry. In most cases scenario where we just do something like this. Let's say I target this one here to be my place where I'm gonna come and look for an entry. Then I'm going to monitor again if I'm gonna have a possibility of taking, let's say, trade. Oh, it's going just fast. Again, if you check, let's say in this place here, how are you able gonna take the trade? Because that is one thing that you need to pay attention to. Not because we are in M5, we need to stack on M5. Sometimes you have to go back to the higher time frame for you to understand, okay, what is happening here? How am I gonna take the trade? The only thing that you see, again, I repeat, you see we have this zone here. You see this base, the one that was there. Nothing mitigate this base, and market keep on breaking it. Then at the end of the day, they trade. You see 9:30, they come mitigate this area. While most of the people, they believe this 9:30 market is gonna continue going to the upside, but them, the intention was for them to come and fill an order that was remaining there. Then what do you see again here? So if you check here, we have this area that they leave, but my main target, let's say if I wanna stake more orders, I can focus again, look for another places, since we already break this one, to see where market is gonna do what market is going to mitigate. Let's look again on the small time frame, and because these things, I don't know why I keep on stacking, guys. Let me just play it. So yeah, again here could be another perfect entry because of this stuff here. Perfect entry. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. So now my progress is, let me just wait for market to get here because I don't want to force it. It can happen possible like this. So let's see what is happening. Okay, market is coming back to this low, because remember, we already identify the zone where we want market to come back. Let me see. This is my candlestick. Let me see. Let me even put it on the body and see if they're going to use the body of the week. Because I believe since market get here, and this one is going to act as a liquidity. Let's see if they're going to run this one as a liquidity. What else? It is what it is. Okay. So they get here. If I was using that weekly where I select on the first time, this one is supposed to put us in again. But let us keep our patient. Do you see what happened, guys? So already from here, we can say we are in. Then we need to see where market is going to break. If market can break this eye here, now I'm going to get a confirmation of saying this market is going to do what? Market is going to continue buying. This is what I look in the market. Then I'm gonna call this one as the liquidity. As a liquidity. If in case they break this eye here, so far, since I'm always take the risk entry, I'm inside a risk entry, and maybe let's say I put my stop loss there, and let's see what happened. Boom, we break that zone. So we break this zone. The only thing that you need to pay attention now, since we break this area, where is the zone that we are going to look for market to go? That is one thing that we need to ask ourselves. Where is the zone that you're going to look for market to go? So according to me, the zone that market is gonna focus on, because I see market when it was going to the upside, it break this eye, mitigate something here, like even this candlestick. Then we break this one. We break this one. So where is the zone that we are going to focus as our decision point? First, I have this hidden base, base ignore, the one that is there. What is this? This one become liquidity for me. This one become liquidity for me. And since we break structure here, where is the zone? What is the zone that market is gonna come back if we want to come and fill a certain area? I'm gonna say, because market has already created this inducement somewhere here, so I'm gonna wait to see if market is gonna come and fill this area. This one also is gonna be my zone that I'm going to monitor. And at the same time, I want market to come and sell from this area. Also, because I use these things of this candlestick, this week engulf the previous candlestick, this one also is gonna be the zone. So what I'm gonna do in this case, I'm gonna do something like this. I'll put my order. I do this like every single day. I put my order here, or I'm going to include hold the two orders, like let's say my stop loss to be like this. In this case, maybe I'm gonna say, let me just take a risk. Maybe let's say I put my stop loss here, and I'll look also again to see if market is going to come and hold again from this area. That is what I'll do. And the target, I'm gonna target this zone, because remember, I want market to come back to this zone so that we can do what? We can continue buying. Because I've already have a break of structure, market run liquidity and create another inducement. So, and remember, I have my entry already. This is the risk entry. This is gonna be like if I wanna do the ping pong. As you can check, guys, these days I'm doing the ping pong a lot, but at the same time, I'm holding one trade that is going with the flow, is going with the market, where market is going. This is what I'm doing. I see we break again that things, the one I was calling like liquidity. Let's see. Okay, boom, we are in. So since we are in, we need just to understand where is it going to, like where market is going. That is what we need to see. And let's say maybe I can go to M1 and try to see what is going to happen there, because I don't want to get lost, you know, those kind of stuff. And yeah, it also is very nice. You see, if you could take the entry when we break this eye, do you see this area? This area was good to be the zone, let's say, example, the one people they call RS flip or SNR, something like this. This was a very nice zone. But the moment that I'm waiting is, since I'm selling from here, where am I gonna wait for? And for me to confirm that this zone market is gonna sell more, I want to see if market is going to break this one. Let me check on M3. This is what I want to see. Guys, I'm just giving you the full process of what I do like daily. Yeah, so far it's a bit okay, because I can see there why he's showing is already break, the other one is not showing. Okay, anyway, it is what it is. And I see market is already take liquidity. So I just want to see what market is going to do. Okay, we break this one. Then what is the other level that I'm going to monitor now? I'm going to be happy if market is going to trade again inside this zone for me to be able to do it. Let me see M5. What is there? We have this Eden base. Let me see this Eden base. So I'll be happy to see if market is gonna trade inside that zone, so that we can take a continuation sell again. Remember, the first one is a risk entry, so I have to look for the reduced risk entry. Let's see what is happening. Boom. Market drop. You see, guys, so this is what I do daily, every single day. I understand what is market playing, what do you have to look at. Then I know already where my target is. My target is for them to come and get inside this level. But something now I see, do you see this candlestick here? If we want market to come more to the downside like this, and the inducement is the one that is here, let's say we get this one here first, because this one is gonna be something. Yeah, so let's see what is going to happen, and we take our entry and we put it here. This is just a refinement, and yeah, let's see, because since I have this one and I have the one we call RS flip, plus we have this inducement, so I'm gonna wait for this one. I'll prefer to wait for this one. Let me check M3 again, because I use more M3. What is there inside? Yeah, M1 is a bit fine. M1 is a bit fine. So let's see what is happening now. Okay, we create again. You see, they created this inducement, mitigate the area. So let me see on M5. Remember, with this zone, we found it on M5. So on M5, we have this a little of this candlestick. Now, if we stuck on M5, we could not get this entry, I believe. But anyway, let's see what is going to happen. In case they'll come again down, this one is going to hit a stop loss. Then I'm gonna look at this area and try to see what is going to happen again. So far, I think, okay. So do you see what happened here? Again, in case we break again this one, we're gonna see if market is gonna come again to the downside for us to be able to take the trade. Let's see again. Okay, yeah, check guys. Check guys that entry, the way it fly. Imagine if we could get this the entry below, market's supposed to do what? We're supposed to miss this entry. But so far, because of what I end up refining, remember I went to M5, then I refined the wick of that candlestick. So I get the wick of this candlestick. I say, okay, this one is gonna be the entry because all these two candlestick, they're the one Michael call as the block because they are almost two consecutive candlesticks, they follow each other. Or in terms of supply and demand, we call this one as we have a rally, market create a base, then market rally again. So this zone, all the zone is become our strong zone. Remember, we have this zone on top. Since we are buying here, we have a buy here, this sell, we already close it. And this one also, we are waiting to see if market is gonna play from there because this one is acting as liquidity. This one is going to act as a liquidity. Why? Because it's a weak eye. It failed to break this low. So I'm targeting this eye because I'm buying here and I'm targeting this eye. So this is what I end up. Boom. We are in again from there. And let's see. Let's see how it ends. And this is our market end. So far, if market can open and come to the downside, I'm going to expect market to come until this area because here we still have an order that market didn't mitigate after a break. Remember, we get that zone on M1 where market break structure. So I'm gonna wait and I'm going to define my zone like this. All this area is going to be the zone where I would like to see market to come in. So I hope guys this thing is going to help you and by applying what I'm applying, and guys you won't believe I have an entry exactly because I took an entry, I'm sure here, and I'm holding that entry. And I also take another entry on USA 30. I'm holding that entry also on USA 30 because it was the same logic. USA 30 and NASDAQ, it was the same logic. And yeah, so guys, this is what we do like every single day, just by applying, let's say example, what I am going through with you guys, what I look in the market, what is the most significant area, is my pattern going to play or not, then you're gonna see this thing is okay. So let me show you guys USA 13 because I did the same thing. I don't know why guys, this thing is super slow. Yeah, so this is the same thing with USA 30. The only problem with USA 30, because I took an entry, I think somewhere here, it did not come and mitigate this area as the way we did on NASDAQ, because them, they just come and respect, I think they respect this area, then they buy. But here, what I end up refining, because I refine a lot from this one, this was the zone that I end up getting. As you can check, it was the same logic on all of them. Liquidity second, break. Then this is the candlestick that caused the manipulation of this liquidity. So I was expecting market to come and react to this one. And this is why I'm holding my entry exactly from here. Then I'm holding my trade and I'm targeting at least if we can run this eye, I'll be happy to see that. So sharp guys, I hope you are going to enjoy the video and make sure you go and backtest. Sharp.